My name is Callie Severson.
My name is Jake McInerney.
And we're going to be discussing the last semester, which was from our freshman year, and now also the first semester of our sophomore year.
Yes.
And talking about shows that we've been in and classes and all of that.
And the academics of our theater department.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like to start by talking about The Producers,
yes.
A show last year that we were both in.
Mm-hmm.
The Producers was a great show. We were both in the ensemble,
yep.
and we had a great time. It was our freshman year,
mm-hmm.
and I'll let Callie talk about that.
It was really neat because The Producers was, in a way, even though we were ensemble members, it was kind of a challenge because we were all playing lots of different characters. And I think sometimes you learn almost more being an ensemble member when you are playing different characters. I feel like there was at least 3 or 4 different things that I was.
Yeah.
Were you too?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
And the cool thing, too, about The Producers was the fact that it was so heavy on dance, and they incorporated so many different not exactly different types of dance, but there were so many different numbers that were a lot different. People like Jake and other guys had to really, really work hard.
We had to really focus on the well, what do you call those? The calculators. Sorry. They're called calculators, the things that you push, those things.
For the unhappy scene.
Yeah, for the unhappy scene. We had to do dances like that and stuff like that. I think it really helped us grow into the program. The show was kind of a segue for us to go and do bigger and better roles. And this semester, this fall semester, 2011.
For 1 second, though, we got to go back to The Producers.
Okay.
One more thing.
We'll go back.
Mike just reminded me of one thing too. Not only, like, for example, for myself and a lot of young ladies, during some parts of The Producers, we were being very beautiful young women dancers, and then there was a scene where we all had to portray old grandmas. So it was a lot about getting into different characters and really taking on that and putting a different spin into each scene because they were so different. So that was a fun challenge. Plus, it was our first Dr. Hustle show, which was really fun.
That was fun.
Now we can segue.
Yes, okay, sorry. I'm so scatterbrained. I know you probably noticed that from the other 2 videos. But, okay, so, yeah, the next semester, this semester, you want to talk about?
Well, first off, we had auditions the first day for Rent and 2 other plays that were going on.
What were the
Shape of Things and
Wait Until Dark?
Yes, Wait Until Dark. And both Jake and I were privileged enough to get cast in Rent. And that was directed by Paul Finocchiaro. And it was quite the experience. It was such a neat show to be a part of. Talking about a musical that really embodies the idea of family and a cast. It was just, that was a really neat musical to be a part of. Just the message behind it was so
powerful.
So much more sentimental and emotional, and it was just quite a neat ride to be a part of. This show, even more in particular, Jake and I had to take on a lot of different character roles because we were both in the ensemble again, but like on the support group scene, we were people in the support group, whereas being homeless people on the street and different things like that, and for me, I remember constantly having costume changes in the wings and stuff. So, but the point of Rent the musical was just the theme behind it, and it was a hard musical to say goodbye to.
Oh, yeah.
We put a lot of heart and soul into that show, and Fino did such a great job, and so did Nick Wayne with the music. It was quite a neat experience to be a part of.
Oh yeah, Rent was so fun. Like Callie said, we auditioned the first day of school, which is great because then you can get into a show right away. And luckily, we were both cast in Rent, and it was a fun time. And for all you incoming freshmen or transfer students, we offer a ton of opportunities for productions, for acting, technical experience, anything like that. You can do lights, sound, you can act, you can.
And the opportunities are endless for young people in this program because Jake and I both had callbacks for lead characters in Rent, and we had some sophomore people end up getting lead roles in Rent, and that was quite an accomplishment. Sam Stoll played Mark in Rent, which is one of the biggest leads in that show. So the opportunities are endless, and the professors here just believe in your talent and your work ethic, and that's basically what comes first.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
Rent was great.
Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 just to live. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of one day? In truth that she learned, for the times that she brought, to the bridges he burned, for the way that she turned. Sing out the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember, and here in the light of praise.
You should talk about Altar Boys.
Okay, Altar Boys.
I was not cast in this.
Because she's a girl. Well, yeah.
It probably
so
wouldn't have worked.
probably
No.
wouldn't have worked. There's 5 guys in the cast, so you're great. I don't know if they're. Yeah. Okay, so Altar Boys. It was a show that I did recently this past November. And it's a show about this boy band, a Christian boy band that is on their final leg of their Raise the Praise national tour, and basically it's just a fun musical comedy that kind of parodies Catholicism in a delightfully funny way, and it's very. It's a very fun show, to say the least. And I was cast as Matthew, the leader of the boy band.
As a sophomore.
As a sophomore.
Which there were 2 other male sophomores. So kudos to the sophomore male.
Yes. Also, the other cast members were Carter Allen, Sam Stoll, Adam Moen, and Jason Garden. Sam Stoll and Carter Allen are both sophomores, as am I, and the other 2 are seniors. The show was great, and I really learned a lot, as this is my second lead here at MSU, and you learn so much from the directors when you have such a big responsibility within a show. You really learn a lot because they focus on what you need to do a lot more than when you're in the ensemble, even though the ensemble is very, very important. You learn a lot in the ensemble. When you become a lead in a show, you learn so much. Especially Dr. Hustle's really taught us a lot about being sincere. That was one of the big things that I had to do. And it really helped me grow as an actor, I think. So, yeah, if you're a incoming sophomore or transfer student, again, you can be cast. If you have the talent and you have the drive, you will be able to be cast.
Now we don't believe in hurting or in hating, 'cause that's the kind of stuff that leads to Satan. We believe in showing lots of love, 'cause that's the way to get to heaven above. We are the altar boys, you know we're coming to your town. We are the altar boys, we're gonna knock the devil down. We are the altar boys, we're going to sing for you today. We are the altar boys, always kneel when we pray. We are the altar boys, you know we love to dance high. We are the altar boys, we follow the scriptures all the time. We are the altar boys, and I think you'll find we're gonna alter your mind.
We also dive deep into our new classes in the sophomore year.
Yes, we did. The sophomore year of classes, freshman year was actually kind of, well, I wouldn't say easy, but it was it kind of prepared me for this, but it was a lot easier than this year. This year is a year that really tests you. Sophomore year, you take a lot of nice hard classes that really teach you a lot of stuff. We have both been taking directing. Directing.
Different scope.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of get away from acting for a little bit, even though I love it and you love it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to direct and learn how to do directing fundamentally. And I think Fino really, Paul Finicchiero, the professor for that class, really teaches us a lot about how to make stage pictures, how to make sure that the audience knows exactly what you're trying to say with your script. That's a great class.
Yeah, gives you a different perspective on theater.
Yeah.
Another class that has been really, really, I've grown so much in is intermediate acting, which was pretty much our first class with Dr. Hustles. You take your first classes with Dr. Hustles, who is the theater chair of the department, your sophomore year, and it really makes you grow as an actor or an actress, and I've learned so much, as has everyone else, and it's really fun to watch everyone grow and become the best they possibly can be.
Oh yeah, it's a great acting class. This acting class is not for the faint of heart. Let's just say that the grading is very harsh, but it's fair, I believe.
It's honest.
Honest grading, and Dr. Hustles really helps you know what your weaknesses are in order to try to bolster them and try to make sure that they become strengthened eventually. And the class really helps you with that. Another great class would be Theater Speech 2. We're both in that one. If you're lucky enough to take that, you're going to lucky enough to take that. We learn how to do a language.
International Phonetic Alphabet.
Technically, it's not a language, but
the IPA is as a tool that we learn as actors and actresses, so that we can do dialects correctly in shows that we do here and in the professional career that we will have once we're done with school here. And it's a really, really neat language to be learning. I think I understand language a lot better, and it's really a nice tool in the sense of becoming a better speaker, too, because a lot of us mispronounce words on a daily basis. So it's a really good tool, and I've learned a lot from that class. There's so many classes here that just really, I mean, for myself, I don't know about you, but this semester has made me such a better student, actress, all of the above. I've learned so much. So
yeah, the classes that we're taking this semester really help us gain a better understanding of what we are supposed to do as actors, trying to tell the story, trying to make sure that the audience is always engaged in what you were trying to say, because these classes are just, they're so, what's the word? They're so educational. I mean, that goes without saying, but I mean, the education that you get here is superb. I don't know. I've learned more here than I've learned in all my 4 years of high school.
And the point of a college for any career that you go into is to become the best you possibly can be in the profession you're going into. And I came here to learn. I came here to become a better actress, singer, dancer, and I feel like I'm accomplishing that through all of my classes and shows that I've been a part of.